Okay, it is two for Tuesday. That's right, man. It is Self-Publishing with Dale inside a very special exclusive interview inside the Self-Publishing Books group with my boy over here, Jacob Rothenberg. How you doing, Jacob?
Good, man. Thanks for featuring me. How are you?
Hey, dude, I'm live and kicking. It was funny. I just got done talking to Sue. Is she still in the room there with you?
She is in the living room.
She's
smiling,
still, yeah. Yeah, so the original intent was actually to have Sue in the group here, and sadly, for some reason or another, my multi-streaming software decided it just would poop itself. So we are coming over here to just come directly straight to Facebook, because I thought, you know what, we'll at least get Jacob on here so we can talk a little bit about the old publishing business. So I don't really need to do too much fanfare like I normally do over on YouTube, because we can just jump right into things here on Facebook. So folks, if you're watching this on the replay, just do me a huge favor. Hit some engagements, hit the thumbs up, hit the hearts, hit the laughy faces, and drop any kind of questions, concerns, and comments, because Jacob is active inside the Self-Publishing Books group. Jacob, so I've known you for going on roughly, what, 2 years now? Two-ish, 3 years?
I've always kind of stalked you since you even started your channel. I've started this business 3 years ago, and I even saw you when you had like 100 subscribers with your videos. So
yeah, that's crazy. Them were the days. So you probably got me when I was doing all the fart jokes and everything else, right?
You had those like orange and blue backgrounds. And
yes.
It's kind of corny, but hey, it's 2020. We're here now.
It was cringeworthy for sure, and I've left up a few of those on there. But so tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, give everybody an idea of who you are and what brought you into this crazy business of self-publishing.
Yeah, so I got into publishing kind of by accident. So I started in about 3.5 years ago a powerlifting blog. And I've always kind of dabbled in internet marketing, but I never really like had success or anything like that. And I read on an article that I could increase traffic to my blog by compiling articles, uploading them as an ebook on Amazon, and featuring the URL to my blog to bring in traffic. So like, okay, I'll try this, can't hurt. And so I did that. And my first month doing that with that ebook, it was an 8-page ebook. I didn't know better. Just decided to do that. I made $26. So I'm like, wow, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting to make money with this. So I was like, what if I published then a longer book? So I wrote a 40-page ebook, still kind of short, but I did that in February the next month, and I made $250, which outperformed the ad revenue I was making with my blog. It's like, oh, okay, there's something here with this self-publishing thing. So inevitably, I studied more about self-publishing. I bought a course, and I learned that I could scale this up as an actual business with nonfiction and fiction books. And in time, I've turned this into like a full-time living with the books that I have as part of my catalog online.
Nice. I think I've seen a few of the old powerlifting ones, because I seen you. You're on one of the covers, if I remember. You're pretty beefy then.
Yeah, back then in those days, yeah, that was my first elite total. I was like, like that was jacked.
That's so cool. So let's fast forward to like right now. So how, from the time that you were doing, say, profiting $26 in your month to the time that you're coming into now, and you've publicly shared some of your earnings and such like that. And feel free, folks, go over, check him out over on YouTube. He's got some great videos on there. Drop some good 411 for free to you folks. So how long did it take you to realize success in self-publishing?
I mean, man, success is all relative, but I'll tell you that the most fulfillment and the most fun I ever had of publishing was just climbing from $10 a day to then to $20 a day. Like, wow, I'm making this magical internet money. Then I wanted to go to like jump towards $30 a day and hit that $1,000 per month mark online, because I was working a full-time job. I've come from a very white collar corporate background in international sales. I have my degrees, blah, blah, blah. But it was just so fun, like having this little side hobby of making money online with my books. And I thought that success was just making that $30 a day. And I just thought, oh my God, What if I could reach $100 per day? That'd be crazy. And yeah, I would consider just making it all start out and scale up. My most successful moment in my career.
Okay, you and I could share this experience, and I'm sure if anybody's watching this on the replay, what was that feeling when you hit that $100 per day moment? Like, how did that feel?
And I couldn't believe it was real.
Yeah.
I just remember back then, like everyone at that time was just so like I was always talking about excited, like I'm doing this self-publishing thing with my fidget spinner books and my yo-yo books, and everyone was like, "Okay, is this a real business?" Like I don't know, dude. This is like some kind of con. Like you're just trying to make money quick. But I knew with making that $100 per day, like this is real. I can make something out of this. Now, if I just study this craft more and really master it, I can possibly even take this further. So that's what I've done.
Nice, nice. So you brought up a really good one, which I was hoping you didn't look ahead on my questions on this sheet here. What's your definition of success?
Fulfillment. So, I mean, you can make a lot of money and not be happy just because you are getting fulfillment from what you're doing.
Yeah.
But as long as you like, of course, you have to pay the bills. But assuming you're able to fill out your Maslow hierarchy of needs, you have necessities covered. Getting fulfillment from what you do means all the world because you could be struggling and maybe having problems, but it's like it's your struggle, it's your problem, it's part of your passion with what you do, and it just makes everything rewarding with that journey that you're in.
Was there ever a point that you didn't feel fulfilled while doing self-publishing?
I mean, there's always been a lot of challenges and obstacles. I mean, I won't lie. I mean, I've lost money on books. So, I mean, there's always like this is at a higher level, this becomes a business. So
Yeah.
I've definitely had obstacles with like very real problems like cash flow or managing liquidity. And there have been very stressful moments with that. But I've never wanted to quit the business outright. You just have to realize that everything's happening to you for a reason. And it's just part of the journey with just like life. So you just got to roll with the blows and keep going.
Nice. Very inspirational, man. I didn't know you had that in you.
I'm not trying to parrot Gary Vee, but that's just how it's always been with publishing, man. It's a journey.
Yeah, it really is. So what are some common mistakes you see authors doing that they should avoid? Or what are some mistakes that you've done that you would like people to just, know about so they can avoid that altogether too?
Okay, the number one indicator of success, and also the number one indicator that I see of not making it in this business, is either having the right momentum in place or just moving too slow as the number one mistake in publishing. So, I mean, I've worked with, at this point, honestly, hundreds of clients. The clients that always do well are always on top of their business. They pay attention. They work on this craft every day as they're getting started. They put the time and effort in. It's not a hobby. They want to make it succeed. Versus I've seen authors that just don't take this seriously enough. They just like they take from the point of getting interested to even self-publishing, possibly even outsourcing content. They don't even have a book out by month 3 or 4. Like, come on, dude, how are we going to get moving with this business? How can I help you succeed if you're not going to like be accountable and move fast enough? So momentum is everything in this business, and once you get a spark of results, you'll be all that more motivated to move even faster. So it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, but you still better be moving fast in the marathon, man, because you don't want to be last place.
Yeah, you don't want to be that power walker at the very back of the marathon.
Yeah.
So I need you to kind of explain something for me and for everybody else. I think this is something that you and Sunana really cover very good over in the Romance Publishing Academy, which, by the way, you can point that down below your head right now. There's a link right there. What is an author platform, and is it really all that in a bag of chips? I mean, is it really that important?
Having an author platform is, I believe, you mean like publishing on Amazon or like just having a storefront, or what do you exactly
just
mean
building
by
the author platform being the brand, everything that's associated with the assets to the email newsletter to the following and such.
Yes, developing an infrastructure around your author brand, your platform, what have you, I believe is integral. Reason being, on Amazon and even anywhere else, there are always changes in the algorithm. And there's always going to be even one change that can throw your book from being top 1,000 to the top 1 million. So one way to curtail changes in an ever evolving market climate is having your own brand, your own community, your own tribe of readers that stay loyal to you. Because no matter how many changes can happen on a storefront, if you have 1 million loyal fans to your author platform, you're always going to make money. You're always going to have success in sales just because you have a community built around you, not around some trickery you're doing around on a storefront's algorithm.
Well put, man. Well put. All right, going to shift gears here on you. I asked Sue this one earlier in her interview. I'm going to ask you. You take the question for whatever it's worth. I would like to know, what are the tools you could not do without in your self-publishing business?
I'm going to give a very obscure answer.
Okay.
It's a free tool. So this is going to sound like, what? Amazon DS Quick View? Like, let me tell you, when I'm doing my keyword research, I consider myself pretty decent at keyword research. When I'm doing analysis for keywords, I move fast. So some people, for whatever reason, can take, I don't know, an hour to analyze one keyword. I can analyze a keyword in 30 seconds and tell you whether it's good or not. And part of that reason is because I have Amazon DS Quick View, I can see BSRs on the product page for a keyword for every book. So instead of clicking on every book and checking the BSR, I can get this pop-up that says the BSR, the date it was published, who was published by, and I see boom, boom. Oh, this keyword's got a lot of demand for these books. This one has a lot of traction, but these books that don't have as many reviews of lower quality are still doing well. So if we can just have one book that's decent and have like 10 reviews, you can do well, as these books have proven. And that's like part of my methodology with assessing keywords. But you got to do that effectively with a tool like DS Amazon Quick View.
And it's free too. That's my favorite cost.
It's a Chrome plugin, so go get it, guys. If you have it, it'll change your keyword research life.
Nice. I like that. All right, here we go. Going to push a little bit forward. If you could go back 5 years in time, what's some advice you would give to your past self, and explain why?
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Okay, this has got to go deeper than publishing. Let me tell you guys something. It was actually the same year that I quit my job. It was 2 years ago in 2018. I lost $30,000 in cryptocurrency, and I lost that $30,000 on a debt that I pulled out on that investment. And what that taught me was to never invest heavily into a business that I didn't truly understand. So, I thought I was being clever by watching all the YouTube videos and knowing all the basic lingo and all that, basic strategies, but I didn't really fundamentally at a core level understand the whole economics behind it. So I would say to myself, stick to your lane. So I knew that, I'll be honest, I was one of those in self-publishing. I wrote my own book starting out. I scaled up organically without investing a whole lot, just because I started out doing everything myself.
Yeah.
But if I were ever to invest in something in the world of publishing, I would certainly do my homework and make sure I understand what I'm getting into and all the risks involved before investing heavily, and never to over leverage myself with doing something like taking out a debt for that. Thankfully, that debt was repaid in 6 months, but it was a rough 6 months. So that's what I would tell myself back in the past. See your own name, man.
Yeah, I tell you, man, you smell like smokes because you've been through fire.
Yeah, I've been through a lot of shit, but I never claim to be some economic advisor. I'm not a financial consultant.
Yeah.
People always ask me for finance advice and business questions. Hey, I'm a guy that's good at publishing, and I can tell you what I've done with finances and liquidity, but I'm not going to tell you to pull a loan or get a credit card. That's up to you to research and make a decision on.
You're a good dude for that reason, man. I'm going to ask you a question I usually ask over on my YouTube channel. I'm going to ask it of you. You got to choose. Pick one or the other. Given the choice, would you choose passion or profit, and why?
Dale, I'm gonna keep it real here. Now, remember that whole thing I said about being passionate and having fulfillment from your work?
Yeah.
Okay, I would still pay profit because hey, man, I still got bills to pay. I want to have a good lifestyle. I want to like still enjoy my life, and that's part of being fulfilled as a human being. Like, let's be real. It's nice to live comfortably. So profits, I would use, but hey, once you have enough money, you can then fuel and like bankroll your own passion project. You can give away to charities. You can be a more generous person by having more profits. So yeah, you can like maybe sell out for your first, I don't know, like an investment banker for like your first 3 to 6 years of your life. But after you've like paid your dues, then you can like use some of that money you've sacrificed for, and then move on to something more fulfilling and just have more value, find more value that way. Life is easier when you have money. I'm just gonna say that straight up.
Yep. No argument on my part. Trust me. Trust me on this one. As we start to kind of wrap things up, I do want to, do what I call in the wrestling business, put you over. And I want to share with everybody, of course, again, Jacob and Sunana Singh actually have a course that's called Romance Publishing Academy. It's actually not just a video course, it's a full coaching course and program. 2-on-1 coaching. You do not get that from any other course out there. Their guarantee is that you will recoup your investment as a minimum monetary outcome. Jacob, just do me a favor, point down below your head. You're going to visit that link. The very first step in the process is to download the Romance Secrets Playbook, and then you can go ahead and book an appointment. Zero pressure. Like, you see how chill Jacob is? This is not a front. This is how he is all the time. And it would definitely be worth your while to go visit that. And so as we start to wrap things up, how can the folks here in the group find you? What are you up to these days beyond Romance Publishing Academy?
Yeah, so people can find me either through my YouTube channel or my own Facebook group, The Publishing Evolution. Better yet, Romance Publishing Secrets are a group for fiction and everything with brand building. And one interesting fact that I've never said until now on social media is I am actually partaking in pro video game tournaments. So I actually entered my first tournament last night.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Thinking of actually going on Twitch and like maybe developing that. And I've just read about how much money some of these people make, man. Like, imagine having 1,000 subs on Twitch, how much money that would make while doing something fun. So I have a lot of projects right now, but I'm certainly going to look into like this whole gaming thing. And the whole esports realm has changed the last 20 years. That's a whole other topic, but like things are just different from like the 80s and 90s arcades we used to go to, man. Like, now they have these full-blown stadiums for these esports games that pay out good money. So
I say so much big things about Twitch, man. I absolutely encourage you to do that. And by the way, how much would you make with 1,000 subscribers? As a minimum, you'd be pulling in $2,500 per month.
For real?
Yep, that's how much you get for subscribers. So that's as a minimum. If you get subscribers that are coming in at the higher tiers, at the $10 tier or the $25 tier, you're going to end up doubling it and even quadrupling it. So yeah, Twitch is nice. Twitch is nice. I get a little paycheck from it every now and then. No $2,500 per month, but enough that it makes worth my while. So definitely, dude, that's so awesome. I was really glad to hear that. So folks, he is inside this group. So if you ever have any kind of questions, concerns, comments, I highly recommend you just go ahead and just tag at Jacob Rothenberg. And again, hit that link that's down below his head right there, romancepublishingacademy.com, to get your stuff. Dude, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking a little bit of time here. And so in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and disconnect, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in and being part of the Self-Publishing Books group. Take care for now. Bye-bye.
It's a pleasure. See ya.